My name is Christy Jones. Today I'm going to try to persuade you to share with you and your family and your friends and anybody you know that's parents or want to be parents to take a pledge to not shake. I'm going to begin. I am so sorry. She would not stop crying. I didn't mean to hurt her. Those are the most used excuses after an incident where a baby is shaken. Shaken baby syndrome is a form of violent child abuse. It is sad, but each one of us knows someone that has abused, that has injuries from being abused as a child. But shaken baby syndrome may not show immediate signs due to its internal injuries. That is why awareness and prevention is essential. Although it is important to inform people of shaken baby syndrome, it is essential to persuade them and to teach them ways to prevent and eliminate SBS because it is preventable. It is a public health problem. Together with many other agencies and everybody you know, we can make a difference in prevention and elimination of shaken baby syndrome. With that being said, I will begin by providing you with some facts of SBS. SBS, physical child abuse that involves a violent shaking of the neck or head of an infant or a small child. Although preventable, SBS is the leading cause of child abuse deaths in the United States alone. The American Academy of Pediatrics and Centers for Disease Control and Prevention report that SBS has a potential to cause death, mental retardation, developmental delays, cerebral palsy, severe motor dysfunctions, blindness, seizures. Babies newborn to 4 months old are at the greatest risk because they cry, and sometimes you don't know why they're crying, and it cannot be controlled. And that itself is the primary trigger. 1 in 4 babies is shaken and die. 1 in 4. Awareness is very important, but prevention and elimination is essential. That shaken is most often caused by an angry or aggravated caregiver. Most times, that caregiver, in most cases, is the father or the mother's boyfriend because they don't know how to deal with babies. What people need to understand is that crying is a normal process and developmental path that a baby has to undergo. So you have to learn ways to deal with the crying and ways to soothe the baby. Part of the prevention is also to know the consequences. SBS perpetrators are in most cases a male or a parent or a caregiver, most times the male. And it's because they have limited anger management and coping skills. We as a community need to do our part to prevent and eliminate SBS. We can begin to prevent and eliminate SBS by providing tools to parents and caregivers. These tools will teach them and us ways to cope when feeling angry and frustrated while caring for a child. The education and tools to help the stressed parent will help to reduce the SBS cases. Knowing your options for existing programs and resources that are available in your community and area will also help to prevent and lessen those cases. Some of those strategies and services are to coordinate prevention programs for parents when the baby is born. They do home visits, they do guidance at well visits, appointments. There's also programs intended for high school students to learn the basic skills and knowledge of SBS, and the educational prints and video material for new parents. Education programs that provide information to parents at the time of birth about the effects of shaken baby syndrome to respond to the crying infant. There is also video that both parents must watching the signs, um, as a way to ensure that the parents is getting the information. Important tips to prevent and eliminate shaken baby syndrome are taking a time out. Take a break. Don't shake. Go in the other room. Lay your baby down. Go in the other room and take a break. You can call someone to come help. Call a friend, a loved one. Hold your breath and count to 10. If the baby is crying more than usual and you have tried everything, call a medical professional. The baby may be sick. So, in closing, I'm going to ask that we all work together to eliminate SBS. There are so many programs and tools to learn ways to prevent and eliminate this problem. It is important to inform people of shaken baby syndrome awareness, but it is essential to persuade them to learn ways to prevent and eliminate it. I'm asking, no, I am persuading you to help me get this information out. Inform new parents of the risk of SBS and persuade them to educate themselves, as well as educating them about tools and resources and programs available to them. Your state also has requirements in place for new parents, so you can look those up. I am going to ask that every parent sign a pledge to always protect their children. I ask that you reach out to anyone you know that is a parent or is becoming a parent or planning in the future to become a parent, and ask them to sign a pledge and inform them of their programs and groups and resources in their community on SBS awareness and prevention. Again, I persuade you to please spread awareness. Let's work together to eliminate shaken baby syndrome. Thank you.